I was 17 when I realized my life didn't belong to me. It belonged to Chloe. Or more accurately, it belonged to my mother's idea of Chloe, a girl broken enough to need saving and dangerous enough to keep everyone else shackled in her orbit. That final summer at home, I packed in secret. I waited until Mom had her book club and Dad was buried in the kitchen pretending life was fine. I slid my boxes out through the garage while Patricia, my best friend since second grade, kept lookout. I didn't take much. Just clothes, school stuff, a few framed photos that hadn't been shattered. Everything else I could leave behind. I should have known it wouldn't be that easy. I'd barely made it to the stairs when Chloe came in through the front door. I froze. Patricia froze. But then something weird happened. Instead of screaming, instead of throwing something or calling me names, Chloe just walked past. Silent. She went down the hall and slammed her bedroom door. That was the first sign something was off. Chloe didn't do silent. Then Mom appeared at the top of the stairs. Her face, always so carefully composed for strangers, was twisted with fury. She looked at the boxes, at my empty room, at me. "What do you think you're doing?" I said I was moving closer to campus, that I needed space to focus. She laughed. But not the amused kind. The laugh that scraped my spine raw. "You're not going anywhere," she hissed. "Family stays together. Chloe needs you." I pushed past her with the first box. Patricia followed. But Mom wasn't done. She grabbed my arm hard enough to bruise. "You're traumatizing her all over again. Good daughters don't abandon family." I yanked free. Walked out. Dad didn't even look up from his coffee. Outside, she followed us onto the lawn, screeching about her sacrifices, therapy bills, every birthday party she'd made perfect. When Patricia and I loaded the last box into her trunk, Mom crossed her arms and snarled, "If you leave now, don't bother coming back. For Thanksgiving." Fine. I didn't want dry turkey or emotional blackmail anyway. Patricia let me crash at her place. Her roommate Sandra didn't ask questions. They had a lumpy pull-out couch and free Wi-Fi, and it was heaven compared to home. For 3 days, I barely slept. I searched for cheap apartments, checked my financial aid, ran the numbers on my loan packages. Mom's texts never stopped. At first, it was rage, how I'd betrayed the family. Then came guilt. Chloe hadn't eaten. Chloe was crying herself to sleep. Chloe wanted to know why I hated her. Classic Mom. Weaponized Chloe. But then Dad texted. That was new. He never took sides. His messages were different. He said Chloe wasn't acting normal. Not her usual erratic behavior. Something quieter. She hadn't left her room in 3 days. He was worried. And for a split second, I almost went back. Patricia talked me down. She's 23, not 3. She has 2 parents who can deal with her meltdown. I knew she was right. Still felt like garbage about it. By day 4, I found a studio near campus. It was tiny, the carpet smelled like old soup, and the landlord, Roy, looked like he hadn't blinked since 1992. But it was mine. I signed the lease that afternoon. I had barely been there a week when Dad showed up. He looked like hell. Wrinkled shirt, dark circles, unshaven. Said he needed to talk about Chloe, about Mom, about everything. I let him in because, despite everything, he was still my dad. He sat on my secondhand couch and told me stories I didn't know about the early days, Chloe's first months with us. How she tried to run away, threatened self-harm, begged to go back to foster care. How Mom had hidden it all from me so I could bond without baggage. She was always going to fix Chloe, he said. And I let her try, even when it hurt you. Then he told me the bombshell. Chloe had found me. She'd been parked outside my apartment for hours. Watching. Waiting. He followed her here, tried to talk her into leaving. She refused.
Said she needed to talk to me.
Explain something. I looked out the window and there she was. Her beat-up Honda. Just sitting there. Staring. Chills ran down my spine. He begged me to talk to her. She's different now, he said.
She's sad.
Not angry. I laughed in his face. Chloe had never said sorry. Not when she shredded my acceptance letters. Not when she poisoned my food. Not when she smashed my trophy. She was incapable of remorse. Or so I thought. But for 3 days, she stayed in that car. I watched from behind the curtains, checking locks, jumping at noises. It felt like a hostage standoff. On the 4th day, I snapped. Went outside. Walked up to her window and knocked. She rolled it down. Her eyes were red-rimmed, puffy. She'd been crying. Chloe didn't cry. "I know what I did to you," she said.
Not sorry.
Just the truth. She handed me a notebook. I wrote it all down. Everything. Dr. Martinez said it would help. I didn't open it. Just stared at her. She told me about her real therapy, twice a week since I left. New meds.
Journaling.
She wasn't looking for forgiveness. Just offering acknowledgement. Then she told me about her first adoptive family. The ones before us. How they'd adored her until their biological daughter was born. Then everything changed. "You don't deserve this" became the anthem of her childhood. "And then I saw you in that trophy," she whispered. Happy. Proud. Deserving. And I hated it. Because if you deserved good things, maybe I really was the problem. We sat on the curb. Not close.
Just there.
Quiet. She told me she blocked Mom's number. Told her to stop calling. Said she was here to warn me. Mom was planning an intervention. Full family ambush at Thanksgiving.
Aunts.
Uncles. Cousins. All of them. She showed me the group chat. The messages. The lies. And then I opened her notebook. Page after page. The broken glass. The torn books. The secret grudges. But also regret. Rage turned inward. The last entry read, "Mia deserves everything good. She's free now. And maybe that's the one thing I did right. I let her go." For the first time in 8 years, I believed she might be telling the truth. Thanksgiving week came. Patricia's phone buzzed with new screenshots from the family group chat.
Plans.
Confirmations. A full assault. Chloe tried to push back. They turned on her. Mom texted me directly, sweet as pie. "I just want my baby girl home for turkey." I told her I had to work. She replied within seconds. "You don't. I called your manager. He said you're off." Classic mom. Lie, manipulate, guilt. I panicked. Called Chloe. "She's serious," Chloe said. "Aunt Linda's bringing the van. Noon. Why are you helping me?" I asked. Quiet for a moment. Then, "Because I spent 8 years taking from you. Maybe it's time I gave something back." So we made a plan. Chloe would go. Be the perfect daughter.
Keep them busy. Idebanish.
Thanksgiving morning, I left at dawn. Patricia's mom, Sandra, welcomed me like family. "Blood don't mean love," she said. "Families who shows up when it matters." They gave me turkey and stuffing and kindness. I turned my phone off. Let myself pretend. That night, I turned it back on. 53 missed calls. Over 100 texts. One from Chloe. They came. "You weren't there." They left. But Mom's planning something else. Be careful. She wasn't lying. The sabotage escalated. Fake dropout requests to my university. Someone tried to get me evicted. Called my job pretending to be me. My manager almost fired me. I documented everything. Screenshots. Voice memos. Chloe sent me more intel, Mom's schemes. Legal threats. Forced interventions. Guardianship filings. I considered a restraining order. Then came the letters. Not emails. Actual handwritten letters from relatives. All guilt. All pressure. Except Chloe's. A sticky note inside Aunt Linda's envelope. "Stay strong. You're doing the right thing. I'm proud of you." I changed my phone number. Got a P.O. box. Parked in random lots. I wanted peace. But Mom had one last play. She showed up outside my medical school with Aunt Linda, Dad, and cousins holding protest signs. Family abandonment is abuse. Shame on Mia. It was humiliating. I called campus security. Hid in a stairwell while my classmates stared through windows. I became the girl with the protest family. Chloe warned me it wasn't over. She's making this a daily thing. I cracked.
Called Mom.
One chance.
Meet me.
Alone. She brought Dad. And Aunt Linda. Of course. Chloe followed behind and mouthed, I tried. Mom started the moment she sat down. The usual tirade. Guilt grenades. Victim tears. I let her talk. Then I pulled out my phone. Showed her screenshots. Evidence. Her plan, in her own words. She froze. I told her about the years of pain. Chloe's sabotage. Her enabling. Dad looked like I'd punched him. I finished with this. I got into medical school despite you. And I'm going to finish it, with or without you. Mom cried. Real tears. Said she failed us both. Chloe stepped in. Told her it was over. Told her to stop using me to fix herself. Outside, Chloe handed me an envelope. Reimbursement for lost wages. Her therapy money. I'm moving into a group home, she said. Somewhere I can get help. Somewhere I can't hurt anyone. And she walked away. The silence that followed was the loudest gift I'd ever received. I finished first year top of my class. No broken trophies. No poison food. Just textbooks and hope.
Christmas came.
I didn't go home. Spent it with Patricia's family. Got a card for Mom. Simple.
No guilt. Just thinking of you.
Love, Mom. I kept it. Just in case. Spring semester flew by. I posted my white coat photo on Instagram.
Public. Proud.
No more hiding. Chloe texted on my birthday from a new number. You deserve all good things.
Didn't reply.
Didn't delete it either. Cousin Eric found me at the grocery store. Apologized. We got coffee. He said Mom was in therapy now. Finally dealing with her savior complex. A year passed. I survived.
Thrived.
At my birthday party, Patricia toasted me. Said I was the bravest person she knew. Not for fighting, but for walking away. And I believed her. Dad called that night. Said Mom wrote me a letter. 3 pages of apologies. Regret. Admissions. I didn't reply. But I read it. Kept it with the Christmas card. Because maybe people can change. Maybe. But even if they don't, I finally did. I'm free. Thank you for watching. If this story moved you, please take a moment to like, comment, and subscribe to Kindle Stories. We post powerful, true-to-life narratives every week, and your support helps us keep sharing voices that deserve to be heard. What would you have done in Mia's place? Let us know in the comments. Until next time, stay strong and stay kind.